Ryan, congratulations. What a performance that was. 3-0 win. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, obviously I feel like I played all right. I think the first set was massive. He missed 3 darts to make it 2-2 and get the throw back, and I think that was a massive turning point of the game, even though it was so early. I feel like that deflated him a little bit, and didn't really look back from there.
How's it been waiting to play so long into the tournament? We're now on day 8, obviously. A lot has gone before today. Has it been a nervous wait for you?
Not really. Me and Sophie, my partner, we've been sat watching a few games in the night, just sat on the sofa, just chilling out. Obviously I watched Matt play against Mensa, and I felt like he played really well, to be honest. If it wasn't for a few doubles that he missed, he would have had a lot higher average than he did. I think he averaged 93, and even 93 solid for a first round game, and you still got to turn up and win. So I'm proud of our play today.
Just short of 100 average there for you. That is one of the performances of the first and second round. What is it about this stage that makes it a difficult place to play?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think the crowd's really loud. No matter what session it is. Obviously, this is the first game on a Sunday afternoon. You don't expect many people to be out, and obviously the crowd's full. So it's fantastic. Sometimes you can play. Luckily enough I'm seeded, but sometimes you play on a Euro Tour on a Friday afternoon, and there's 30, 40 people in the crowd, and it's a completely different atmosphere to play in front of. So great atmosphere, and can enjoy my Christmas now and prepare for my next game.
Ryan, Joyce up next for you. What do you assess that match? How do you see that one going?
I think Ryan Joyce is a really underrated player, to be honest. He's very solid. He scores well. He finishes really well. So, like the game today, with the doubles that Matt has missed, Ryan Joyce ain't going to miss those chances. So that he would have made the game a lot tighter than it was. Obviously, the format goes up now, 1st to 4, which I enjoy. You just got a bit more comfort. You can go 2 sets to 0 down, and the match isn't over. You still got a bit of time to come back, and I just look forward to it.
Ryan, many congratulations. How important is it for you to put down a bit of a marker and a statement, just to let everyone else know that you're playing well as well heading into this?
I'm not really too worried about laying down a marker. I think I've been around long enough now for people to know that when I turn up that I can play really well, and I can turn anyone over on my day. It's just doing it and being consistent with that, really.
How important was it for you to come here and play well and put Minehead to the back of your mind? Because we saw the way obviously that unravelled for you, that it must have hurt.
Minehead, it was just one of those things. Like, Minehead has been a terrible place for me, to be honest. It's my home venue, and I've never, other than getting to the final, I've had some terrible results there. Obviously, against Jeffrey, he took out an 88 finish when I was sat on tops. Took out a 130 on the ball when I was sat on 56 for the match, and that really hurt at the time because I felt like I was playing all right. And then last leg sort of unravelled, and he hits a 180 in, and it was sort of game over. But that's forgotten about. I don't. It's just one of those things. It's gone. I've been on the receiving end of worse defeats than that, and just gets put to the back of the mind, and away we go for the next one.
And just looking at your season as a whole, how would you assess it heading into the World Championship?
I'm actually really proud of this season. I think this is, as a PDC Tour card holder, this is my best season I've ever had. And 6 or 7 years in, not many people can say that they've had their best season that long in. So obviously I started the season really well. I sort of always have a dip around summertime, and there's a little bit of a gap, and I don't put as much effort in as what I probably should. But the last couple of weeks I had a practice with Gary on Monday, and darts are really, really flying in, and I took confidence from that, and just practice this week leading up to today was really good, and I've just carried that on really. Cheers, mate.
Ryan, well done on the win. You talk about you've been really happy with your season. You've been at that sort of stage, that sort of area in the rankings for a number of years now. What do you think is the next real step to try and propel yourself a few places further up?
Yeah, well, the next step is, it's no secret, it's just to start having some more runs in majors. Obviously, it's no secret that, I do really well on the floor. It's the first season where I've actually played well on the Euro Tour. I've seasons before I've always struggled with the Eurotour. The travelling sort of gets too much for me, and I just sort of kind of don't want to be there. But I think this season, the Eurotour's been really good. I think I made something like 8 or 9 quarterfinals out of the 13, which is really good. I think anyone would sort of take that. Made a semi-final and a final as well in there. I thought Derek was going to get a 9 then. Sorry, yeah. So it's just the majors where I need to sort of improve my performances. But I feel like even the games I've lost in some of the majors, I've not played bad. It's just a little bit of luck here and there. You look at the Grand Prix when I played Nathan Aspinall. It goes to the deciding leg and he leaves a double after 9 on my throw. It's just one of those things. You've got to try and take it on the chin. And it's just one of those things. And at the end of the day, it's just a game of darts, and I'll keep pushing forward and see where I can get.
I remember we talked earlier in the year a little bit about desire, and obviously there's a lot of travelling in darts at the moment, and to get to things like winning majors, Premier Leagues, things like that, you need to be travelling an awful lot. And from what you were saying, you didn't seem to have the want necessarily to be in those positions. Is that something that you feel will change? Or
I don't know really. I think the Premier League probably needs a little bit of a shake-up, and I think obviously this season there's going to have to be some new faces in there. The normal faces that fit in the game, they're not playing well enough to be in there. It's just as simple as that, really. Not saying that I should be in over anyone, but if I do well enough in this tournament, maybe make a semi or a final or something, then I'd love to be in it if I was picked just out of merit. So we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Ryan, do you believe you've got the game to win this World Championship? I mean, you've never fallen out the first hurdle. We know what you can do, but can you bring that out game in, game out?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Every day is different in darts. So, some days I turn up, play really well like today, and other days I turn up and sort of play really average. The game is there for me to win tournaments, and, I honestly believe that I'll win a major one day. It's just when it happens, basically. But yeah, I just need to probably maybe believe in myself a little bit more and get Gary out for some more practice sessions.
I know that you said that certain parts of the year you perhaps don't put as much effort in as other parts. What's your preparation like for the Worlds? I know you practiced with Gary on Monday, you said. Is there anything else that you do differently to get geared up for this tournament specifically?
No, not really. Like I say, I had a practice with Gary Monday, went really well, played some really good stuff. And to be fair, that gave me some good confidence coming into this. Everything I was doing after that in the sessions that I was just having by myself at home was, going really well, and I felt really good. But sorry, I forgot what you asked. I forgot what you asked then. Sorry, I was waffling a bit.
I was just sort of saying, do you do anything differently?
No. Yeah. No, nothing different. I sort of treat the Worlds the same as any other major. Just sort of put as much effort as I feel I need to. I feel like if I'm on the practice board and I'm hitting what I feel like I should be hitting, then I don't feel like why stand there for another 2 or 3 hours if you're hitting everything you want to be hitting and you're feeling good. Then why stay there for as long? I try and get a couple other players involved in practice sessions, and they go on longer than what they would if I was just to practice on my own. But no, I just try and look at this as any other tournament and try not to put too much pressure on it compared to any other.
And how's Gary playing? Is there a chance that you two could meet in the final?
Oh yeah, that'd be the dream final for me. That obviously, if you look at the odds for the tournament, I think anyone in my half of the group is sort of written off with the 2 Lukes in that side. But you never know what can happen. There's been plenty of shocks this season, and in other majors, and there's no reason why that can't happen again.
Brilliant, Ryan. Well done today. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Hi, Ryan. Just going back to you were talking about the Premier League, and you said you would do like a shake-up or something. There's so many good players like yourself who should be in the Premier League. Do you feel that they should have more players in terms of on the night, have like 16 players on the night or something like that?
Yeah, I think there's no reason why they can't shake the tournament up a little bit, just get a few sort of new faces in there. It's it's always the same faces. Sort of no matter how well they're playing or well they aren't playing, they just seem to put the same faces in every time, and I think that can get a little boring. But I think you look at probably ticket sales, they sell out before the lineup's even mentioned, so it probably doesn't really matter, to be honest. But yeah, it's just one of those things, and I don't think it would hurt just to put a few different faces in there, wherever it's mine or there's plenty of other players that not necessarily deserve a spot, but it wouldn't hurt to put them in.
Hopefully one day you will.
Yeah, one day, we'll never know.
Thank you.